Texans. Howdy, Mountaineers. Welcome back to the Schreiner University Coaches Show. It's Wednesday night, so we'll be here for the next hour between 7 and 8 o'clock. You know where we are. We're at Ringo's on the river, right here in Kerrville on Junction Highway. Come on by. They've got great food. They've got cold drinks, dollar wings, and we've got a lot to talk about in terms of Schreiner Athletics for the week. And my name is Ted Davis, voice of the Mountaineers, joined by Keith Allen.
Absolutely.
Head football coach at Schreiner University, fresh off another win in your developmental year.
Yes, sir.
You go up to Round Rock, and you play Texas Community Christian this past Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
30-0.
Yeah, kids did an outstanding job. We battled the travel, being the away team once again, battled inclement weather, and always just all the things that go with an away game. So our kids persevered, and our defense was able to put up a goose egg, which those are hard to come by, and especially today's football.
5-0 record. You've got one game left. It'll be this coming Monday.
Correct.
Maybe your toughest game,
right?
Simmons. But you're 5-0, and you said after the game that a lot of people thought you might not be able to go 5-0.
Right.
But you have. So what's been the whole key to that?
It's just the chemistry of our students coming together. When you're putting a program late and not an established program, a lot of people are going to doubt you're going to be able to perform much and play against the bigger schools with their developmental teams. But our kids came to work from day one. This is what we talked about at the end of practice today was we all came together August 12th. For the first time, August 12th. And here we are now, August, September, October, November. We are almost 3 months together, a little bit less than 90 days, but we have probably become one of the closer-knit teams that I've ever been associated with.
Interesting.
And I really believe it's because we're all coming together. Like, there weren't juniors and seniors that are already doing a certain way. Most of these kids were high school seniors coming here to be college freshmen, right. And we were pulling the rope in the same way. And so the buy-in's a lot faster because those kids see the same common goal. And it's easy to get kids to work hard when the goal's common and everybody's trying to fight for the same thing and everybody's pulling the rope in the same direction.
Well, you had 5 takeaways in that game on Saturday, so your defense was forcing turnovers.
Defense did an outstanding job. Our defense line got after it. It was a lot of fun to watch our kids play at a high level defensively.
And you had a scoop and score that was over 90 yards?
Yeah, and you're going to be talking to him a little bit later tonight. John Medaris was able to pick up the ball, and our defensive end, quarterback scrambled, our defensive ends strip sacked him high to low like you teach them. Ball pops out behind the line of scrimmage. He, knees, ankles, hips, triple flexion, was able to scoop it and run, and the rest of our team convoyed. It was great. You talk about getting in a convoy, being a wingman for him so he can score. And you see him go right down the sideline, 90 yards. It's a thing of beauty when it works out the way it's supposed to.
When your defense can create offense, that's the best, isn't it?
Hey, that's what at the end of the game, I told the kids, I was like, our defense beat them 9-0.
Yeah.
Because we shut them out defensively, and our defense scored 9 points.
Yeah.
So it makes it a lot easier on offense if your defense is playing lights out.
You had 3 sacks from a guy who automatically is one of my favorite players. He goes on my all-name team.
Love it.
3 sacks from a young man. He's here tonight, by the way. Elegant Thompson.
Yes.
His name is
Elegant. Correct. I had to double check it when we got him on our roster. I was like, let's double check and make sure that's his name. But that kid, he played lights out. He plays defensive end for us, and he wreaked havoc all night. He made that poor little quarterback. Our entire defense made that little quarterback run around like crazy because we were able to get past their offensive line. So big-time negative plays for our defense, a lot of negative plays, forcing a lot of bad situations for their offense.
Keith Allen is with us, head football coach here at Schreiner University. Hardin Simmons coming up this week. They're a very good program, and even their JV team has to be really good. So is this going to be your biggest test?
Absolutely. Being this late in the season, the JV teams, the developmental teams, have gone against an 8-0 Hardin Simmons varsity's team every day for the last 10 weeks. So these kids are practicing against the best of the best. So Hardin Simmons, their Devo teams, what they call it, has just gotten better and better and better. So their Devo team's 5-1 or 4-1. Their one loss, but it was against Mary Hardin Baylor week 2. but they just beat Mary Hardin-Baylor by 21 points the other week, so last week. So they are going to be well-versed. It's going to be a home game, obviously, for them, and they are getting better and better every week. So this is definitely going to be our biggest challenge, and we're looking forward to it.
Has the developmental year gone pretty much every way you wanted it to go at this point?
I believe so. Looking back, if you could do some things maybe a little bit differently, but the development on the field, our kids have done a great job. Our coaches have really come together and put in great game plans for our student athletes. Our kids are lifting. You know, we're getting them bigger, faster, and stronger. They're understanding the game. We're teaching them the game. So I'm really, really pleased overall with what we're doing. We got to shore up a little bit of some other things, you know, just cleaning up I call it industrial engineering. How can we do things a little bit more efficiently next go around? And there's some things we'll clean up and fix, but everything else has been going pretty well. I've been pretty pleased with the way the university's responded to our requests and our needs, and the way our student athletes are able to adjust if something doesn't go our way.
Now you'll play a varsity schedule next season.
Yes.
And you'll play 10 games.
Yes.
Next season.
And they'll be all on Saturday, so we'll be some consistency finally.
Be every Saturday, and the competition's going to be pretty fierce.
Oh, yeah.
For you next year. But with this developmental year, with all these freshmen coming in, was it good to not have that many games and let them settle into being students more than players?
Absolutely, and that was one of my objectives, was to basically have a game every other week. So we could do a lot more teaching, slow down the progression if we needed to, and give them a chance to adjust to college and football, all while knowing that we're going to be a little bit undersized, a little bit weaker, you know, because all we have are freshmen. So taking our time and playing 6 games and not pressing the issue, it's been very beneficial to us. Our students have adjusted well, and next year we'll be ready for that 10-game schedule.
You and I were talking before the game about how you get a team better and how you interact with a team.
Right.
And you came up with a phrase that I want you to explain.
Okay.
The aggregation of marginal gains.
Right.
So I might be able to use this in my life. So
Right.
what is this?
So the aggregation of marginal gains is when you look over at a program, you look at every aspect of the program, things that might not seem very big, and you say, look, we're going to try to get 1% better at everything we do. So you go look at a situation and look at all the little parts of it. So, for example, one of the things they talk about in aggregation of marginal gains is hygiene. Teach your guys how to wash their hands and take care of themselves, because...
No, wait, wash your hands. It seems simple.
Right. But make sure they're washing their hands properly, 30 seconds, and you teach them how to do these things, because how do you get better at any sport? How do you get better at anything? Practice.
Well, and if you wash your hands more, you get sick less, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So the only way you get better is by practice, and the worst thing you can do is miss practice.
Right.
So if we teach our kids that handle their hygiene better, they miss less practice, and then there's more opportunities to get a little bit better. So you look at sleep, rest, nutrition, all these little things individually that don't seem like they would matter in the outcome of a football season, but you compile these, that's the aggregation part of marginal gains, and all of a sudden you see big gains when it matters.
Now, you said that you got this from a cycling
Yes,
team?
The 2008 British national cycling team hired a coach to implement a new system, because for 100 years they'd only won 1 gold medal.
One in 100 years.
In all the bicycle events,
Yeah.
all the cycling events. And he came in and said, if you let me do this and do this aggregation of marginal gains across the board, within 5 years, we'll win the Tour de France. And
Did
so,
people think it was nuts?
Oh, everybody thought he was nuts, right? I mean, when it goes against the common thoughts, everybody thinks they're crazy. So he went in and changed everything, but small things. Got a little bit lighter tires, put a little bit more air in the tires, got ergonomical seats, made the riders change different lotions that were a little bit better for wind resistance, changed their uniforms to be lighter, did the studies to find out which pillows they slept the best with.
So they went down to what pillow they slept best
what
with.
pillow they slept with, washing their
you
hands.
have to have a rest.
Right.
Yeah.
And they looked at all the different ways for recovery, for how well they were performing with the regiment. And like you said, when they hired him, he said, give me 5 years and I'll win the Tour de France. Well, he was wrong. They won the Tour de France in 3 years.
So he did it in 3.
He did it in 3.
Yeah.
And then, but where it really took hold was in 2012, the British cycling team won 70% of the gold medals in the Olympics.
Wow.
70% of the cycling gold medals in 2012.
And was this guy the Olympic coach, or was?
Yes, he was the national coach for the British team.
So where did you read about this? How did you find out about this?
I read a lot about how to motivate and how to influence and how to find a winning edge in everything we do. So I do a lot of research. And I tell the kids all sorts of, to me, fascinating stories. They may get bored, but the stories that I tell and the studies I find serve a purpose. I don't know if we talked about it or not a few weeks ago. We talked about the Cascades, basically the wolves being released into the Yellowstone. Did we talk about that?
I didn't know. You didn't.
No. So the wolves were extinct from Yellowstone for 70 years.
Yeah.
So they reintroduced one family. Not a big deal. A trophic cascade, some small change. And over the course of time, the wolves ate the deer. The deer avoided certain areas so they wouldn't get eaten by the wolves. That allowed vegetation to grow.
Yeah.
That vegetation allowed the water and the runoff to kind of be filtered in. So because the introduction of a small family of wolves over the course of 7 years, Yellowstone National Park changed the course of the rivers.
Wow.
All because of one family of wolves, a trophic cascade changed the entire ecosystem.
Now, you showed your team a film of the aggregation of marginal gains.
Yes.
Right? I had to check again. So, what did they think of it?
The kids repeat me a lot. Like they use a lot of the quotes I say. So sometimes I don't know if they're mocking me or if they actually genuinely enjoy it and like it. But like I told them, I do these things not to influence the entire team, but if I can get one kid to buy in a little bit better because of something I shared or a quote I said or a video I showed, we're marginal gains. We're a little bit closer to being more successful.
I was telling you about, in my NBA days, I had some players that played for John Wooden, greatest basketball coach ever.
Right.
And Bill Walton was actually the guy that told me this. He said Bill Walton was a stickler, or rather Wooden was a stickler about how to put your socks on. Because if you don't have your socks on properly, you can have blisters, and then you can't practice. So it was the socks that he focused
Exactly.
on.
Marginal gains, right? Aggregation of the marginal gains. Do the little bitty things right that seem nominal, and all of a sudden, not initially, but big gains happen. We talk about, if you eat a donut today, you're trying to lose weight. If you eat a donut today, nothing happens.
Yeah.
If you eat a donut tomorrow, nothing happens. But 3 weeks from now, if you keep eating the donuts, something happens. Aggregation of marginal gains.
Literally gains. Also, I found this interesting. Everybody on your team does a tackling drill.
Yes.
Even the offense and the special teams.
Yeah, once
Explain
a week.
That.
Yeah, because one time when I was coaching at another school, my kicker missed the tackle. And of course, me being the coach is like, how did you let that happen? And the kid looks at me and goes, I never practiced tackling. Well, that's my fault. 100% on me. And I was like, that will never happen again.
Yeah.
Wherever I coach, everybody's going to go through the tackling circuit. So we have it situated here where once a week, our entire offense works a tackling circuit, and our kickers and our specialists work at least 2 tackling circuits a week.
Because a kicker might have to make a tackle to save a touchdown.
An offensive lineman might too on an interception, a quarterback. So everybody on our football team better learn how to tackle.
Yeah.
So, I learned that the hard way. I wish I would have thought about that before it happened to me as a young coach, but at least it happened to me as a young coach so I could fix the problem.
Yeah. Are the T-shirts all distributed now?
Every elementary student's got one now. We sent out 2,050 T-shirts to all the elementaries, and tomorrow night we're actually at a Kerrville Chamber of Commerce gala event, and we're gonna bless all 300 attendees there with football T-shirts.
So it's all going to be maroon.
So we're trying to paint the town maroon every day.
Yeah.
So
well, you're a good salesman.
I appreciate that.
That part of being a football coach is a salesman, isn't it?
Always be selling.
You always got to that what are you saying? Glenn Ross. Always be closing.
Always be closing. ABC. Always be closing. Coffee is for closers, right?
Thanks for being here again.
Hey, absolutely. Enjoy it.
Appreciate it. Your coaching theories are fun to listen to.
Well, I appreciate it.
At some point, can you tell the geese story quickly?
Yeah, so today we're talking about having to be a team. We have to work together. And so the best example in nature that happens naturally is the geese migration.
The formation they make.
So when you see the geese migrate, they're in a flying V.
And there's a reason for that.
And there's a scientific study's been done, and so what they have found out is the lift from the lead duck or lead goose produces 71% less work for the rest of them because of the drag and of the coefficient of the wind resistance. So we're talking to our players. So the leader sets the culture. The leader is taking the burden of this effort. Well, but great teams, guess what? Leaders share the load.
Right.
So when that lead goose gets tired, he migrates to the back of the formation so he can take advantage of that wind resistance.
And they get a fresh one.
And a fresh goose takes the lead.
Yeah.
And then so we talk about working together, staying in formation, staying tight. And then we talk about the geese in the back, honk, they make that little honk sound to encourage the lead goose and also to keep them in formation. And the third thing is all the geese know where they're going. So the point or the takeaway is, as a team, we all need to be on the same page of where we're going.
Yeah.
We all need to share the burden of the load, and then we all need to be encouraging from the back.
Yeah, all you guys in the back honk.
Right, exactly. So.
Okay, I knew that was going to be worth it. I knew it was. All right, Keith, thank you.
Hey, no problem.
We're at Ringo's on the River. We'll be here until 8 o'clock. Dollar wings, cold drinks, lots of good stuff here. Come on by. We'll be joined by, who's coming up next, Michael? Is it Chris Lee? Is it Chris Lee? Cornerback's coach is coming up next on the Schreiner Sports Network.
With the explosion of the Texas wine industry, we at Schreiner University decided to do something about it. So we started a viticulture program called Vinos dos Colinas. With Vinos dos Colinas, we're providing an education basis around farming and viticulture sciences to allow you to advance your career in the world of grape growing. We're focusing on the practical skills needed to be a vineyard operator. So you'll learn things like irrigation, tractor maintenance, tractor operation, spraying, all the things that you need to know to operate and be a great labor force for the vineyard industry in Texas. At Schreiner University, we fully believe and are committed to helping people find careers and great opportunity.
Cornerbacks, coach, right? Defense backs? Cornerbacks? Yes. Okay. And we're back at Ringo's on the River. Good to be back. We'll be here next week as well. And by that time, the football season will be over. And we'll be getting ready for the SCAC volleyball tournament, which is going to be played right here in Kerrville, hosted by Schreiner University on the 14th and the 15th. So the top 6 teams in the volleyball standings will be here. There'll be 4 games on Friday on the 14th, beginning at 10:30 in the morning and then 1 o'clock, and then they go into the evening. They'll whittle it down to 2 teams, and then on Saturday the 15th at 3 o'clock at the Event Center right here in Kerrville, they'll have the SCAC championship game for the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. Volleyball is fun to watch. Hope you make plans to be there. Schreiner University right now is currently the 3rd seed, but if they get some help this weekend and they finished out with a win Friday at McMurray, they might be able to move up to the number 2 seed and avoid having to play 2 games on Friday. So we'll know more about that coming up this weekend. Joined now by Chris Lee, one of the assistant coaches here with the Mountaineers, the cornerback coach. So you wanted to give a shout out, so go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to shout out my little sister. It's her birthday today, back home in Tampa. So happy birthday, Maddie. Hope you had a great one.
How old is she?
I say little, but she's 24.
Okay. Did you grow up in Tampa?
My dad coached college football, so I moved around a lot. I was originally born in Colorado.
Man, 5-0. I don't know that anybody could have predicted this. Are you a bit surprised?
Coming from playing under Coach Allen my senior year, we went undefeated that year too. But I know what Coach Allen could do, and I know the type of program he likes to run. So to me, it wasn't a very big surprise. And I know these guys have bought in and really gave it their all every week.
Did you play for him in high school?
Yes, sir.
What high school was that?
Kings Academy in Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay. So you know him well.
Yeah,
So have you heard the geese story before?
I have, yeah.
Have you heard the aggregation of marginal gain story before?
A couple of times.
Do you still do tackling drills?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tackle?
Not so well.
Your defense has really improved as the season has gone along. Where's the biggest improvement been? I mean, heck, you got a shutout in the last game.
Yeah, I mean, even when going back to last game, we went into the game expecting a different quarterback and some other different players being key players, which weren't there. And the guys did a great job of adapting and overcoming that and just playing their style of football and going out there and winning.
Chris Lee, cornerback coach, one of the coaches here at Schreiner University. The defense needs to get takeaways, and it seems like your defense gets a takeaway every game. Heck, you had 5 in the last game. So how big is that for a defense to be able to win the turnover game?
It's huge. Every week we work turnover drills, trying to get the ball back, because to win games you gotta get some turnovers and get the ball back for your offense. This week we did a great job. John had a 90-yard touchdown return, and my other guy, Will Baxter, had a pick. So it was a very productive week for us.
And your defense has scored 3 defensive touchdowns this year?
I believe so.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So that one, how much does that help the offense? My goodness gracious.
I mean, yeah, the offense helps us out a lot. We like to give back every now and then, whenever we can. But it's a big momentum pusher to get a turnover, and it's a great feeling.
What was your background? How did you get into coaching?
So my dad coached my whole life, college football. So once I graduated high school, I went and tried to play college ball, realized it wasn't for me. So from there, I went to FIU to do some student work. And from there, it's just been football every day, all day.
So football and coaching has been part of your life since you were little bitty. Where did your dad coach?
So ever since I've been born, he was at Colorado State, San Jose State, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, Idaho.
So I spent 24 years in Wisconsin. How old were you when your dad was at Wisconsin?
It would have been under Barry Alvarez, so I was about 4.
Okay, do you remember much of that?
Yeah.
Barry Alvarez is a legend up there.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Because he took a program that hadn't done anything and got him to the Rose Bowl.
Yep.
So do you have any memories of him?
Yeah, Coach Alvarez is always great. He's a big family guy. Probably one of the biggest family guys my dad worked for. Kept us around, allowed us to be there. Like, I would have my birthdays at the facilities with all my buddies, and he was great.
How fun was it to just be around the field a lot for you as a kid? Just being at the football field.
Yeah, it's a unique experience. When you grow up in it, you kind of get used to it. But it's truly, when you bring friends with you who haven't been around it, it's a really cool experience to be on the field during big games with a lot of fans. It's a unique experience.
Chris Lee is with us, defensive coach. Has this been fun for you?
It's been a blast. Ever since I got out here late July, and ever since then, every day has been a fun day, a blessing. I love the people I work with. Coach Hallmark's a great coach. Coach Jones is great to be around, and we have fun, but do it in a way to keep us going forward.
And Coach Hallmark, as the defensive coach, the defensive coordinator, the experience that those two guys have, David Jones and Shane Hallmark, it's hard to beat, isn't it?
Yeah, I've learned, even with my dad teaching me growing up, I've learned so much for Coach Hallmark and Coach Jones, not only just football, but as a leader, and it's been very beneficial.
What's next after the season ends? The recruiting trail has to be something that you're going into immediately, right?
Yes, sir. We'll be holding visits every weekend, and then we will also be hitting the road, hitting Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, all the areas.
Do you like that? Do you like the recruiting process?
Oh, I love it. It's easy to sell a player here because Kerr County and Kerrville is just such a beautiful area, and the community is so supportive. It makes your job a little easier out here.
So what do you tell them about Schreiner University?
Yeah, well, I explained to them about the community, about the university, and how everything works. But it's even better if you could get them on campus so they can experience it firsthand. That's probably the biggest thing. once they get around the community, everyone falls in love with it.
I see tours all the time of
Yeah.
kids walking through and getting a tour.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, thanks. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Good talking to you again.
Thank you.
Chris Lee, we're going to talk to two Mountaineers, John Medaris and Bryce Warren, when we come back right after this on the Schreiner Sports Network.
Here at Schreiner, we offer 4 different nursing programs. We have our VN program, Vocational Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, RN to BSN online program, as well as our new Master's in Family Nurse Practitioner track program. We offer small class sizes. In the classroom itself, you'll never have more than 30 students. Here in the sim lab, we always have 1 instructor to 10 students, at least 1 instructor to 10 students, where those instructors are able to build relationships and cater to the unique needs of the students. We have a lot of hands-on practice here in the skills lab. This allows our students to feel more comfortable when they're entering the clinical setting and performing these skills on actual patients.
One thing you saw there is the nursing program here at Schreiner, one of the best in the country. So if that is what you want to pursue, Schreiner University would be a great place to consider your educational expansion. Ted Davis back with you at Ringo's on the River, joined now by Bryce Warren, freshman kicker for the Mountaineer team. And how's it been going for you?
It's been going pretty well.
How accurate have you been?
I've only missed 1 field goal so far.
That's what I thought.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you kick in high school?
Yes, sir. I started my junior year.
What's the secret to being a kicker? Because how much of it is mental over physical?
I don't really know.
I mean, you have to have the leg strength,
Yes, sir.
but you have to have the belief that you're going to put it right down the middle, too.
Yes, sir.
Don't you?
Yes, sir.
So how's the season gone overall for
It's
the
going
team?
pretty well.
Could you have guessed that you'd be 5-0?
No, sir. I didn't think we were going to be 5-0 because everybody's new and we're all adapting. No one knew each other when we came here.
Yeah. I was just talking to Coach Allen about the fact that they have tackling drills for everybody.
Yes, sir. We
So-
did one today.
So how did it go today?
It was good.
Sometimes you're going to have to make a tackle, right?
Yes, sir. I made tackles already.
Yeah. They've said you're one of the best hitters
Yes, sir.
on the team. Oh, how's the adjustment? You're from Victoria.
Yes, sir.
How's the adjustment been from high school to college?
College is fast-paced compared to high school. High school,
What's your major?
sports management.
Okay. What do you want to do with that?
Become a sports organizer, like run Big Ten tournaments.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When practice is going on, what do kickers do during practice?
I either go punt, kick field goals, or do kickoffs.
And you have to have your holder there with you?
No, sir. We have a tee. that
A
holds
tee,
it for me.
and
Yes, sir.
so is that that's almost a solitude kind
Yes,
of
sir.
thing. You're off by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you enjoy that?
Yes, sir.
What's your longest? What's your range?
Right now,
Yeah.
like ever that I've kicked.
Yeah.
In practice, I hit a 55-yarder.
55.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's
Yes, sir.
solid.
Yes, sir.
Well, Bryce, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. And good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be talking to John Medaris next. He's from Dallas, and he got a scoop and score this past weekend. It's coming up next on the Schreiner Sports Network.
Let me tell you, here at Schreiner, one of the things we bring to the table are those smaller classrooms. The ability for the professors and the instructors to get to know you personally, understand how you learn, and work with you to get you through these programs and make you a professional. One of the things I tell every freshman class is airlines do not hire co-pilots. They do not hire pilots. They hire future captains. And that's what we strive to do here at Schreiner, is arm you with the capabilities to go out someday and be the captain of an airliner, the captain of a corporate jet, ready to make the tough decisions and lead your flight to a safe conclusion.
Well, we talked about the nursing program here at Schreiner. As you saw during that promotional spot, they have an aviation school here at Schreiner. So if you want to learn how to fly a plane, be a pilot, you can do it. And you can go up and fly over the beautiful hill country, the best part of the best state. Ted Davis back with you here at Ringo's on the River, the Schreiner Coaches Show. We're here until 8 o'clock. Joined by John Medaris, a freshman defensive back out of Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Bishop Lynch High School is where you went.
Yes, sir.
Got the rare opportunity for a defensive player in the game on Monday, a chance for a defensive player to score a touchdown. So what happened with your scoop and score?
I was just out there. I was about to play the run. I was spitting outside, and Elegant made a great strip, and ball just kind of popped out, and just grabbed it, and I just went. It was a long run, but I just tried to beat him down there.
Breathing heavy by the end?
Yes, sir. I was running out of gas by the end. About like the 20-yard line, I started.
A great name, by the way, Elegant Thompson.
Yes, sir. It is.
That's a great name. Defense got a shutout.
Yes, sir. We did. We had a heck of a game, and everybody played their part. Defensive line really had an amazing game. We had a lot of sacks, a lot of forced fumbles, and Will Baxter too had an interception. And our linebackers played great too, made a lot of good plays, and we just had an overall really solid game around.
Well, you came together. We were talking to Coach Allen earlier. The first practice was August 12th. So really about 3 months later, you're about to wrap up your developmental year. Has it been everything you thought it would be in terms of school and football?
Yes, sir. Football has definitely been awesome, and it's been really fun being around all these guys, and we've all meshed really well together. School has definitely been a little bit of a adjustment for me because I'm in the aviation program.
Oh, are you?
Yes, sir. It's a whole lot of work, and it's a lot of studying and time, and so it's definitely an adjustment. But I've been making it work, and it's been awesome.
Now, do you want to be a pilot?
Yes, sir. I do.
A commercial pilot, or?
Yes, sir.
My father-in-law was a commercial pilot for 30 years.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
And he never felt like he was working.
Yes, sir. That's why I want to do it. Is it's like it's getting paid to do something you love, and it just sounds awesome to me.
I did that for 30 years in the NBA too.
Yes, sir.
It beats actually working.
Yes, sir.
So where did your interest in flying come from?
I've kind of always had it. It's just one of those things where you can look up just at the sky anytime and see somebody living your dream, and it's just awesome, and it's always been fascinating to me. And I got a chance to come down here, and I heard they had an aviation program, and I could play football here, and so it made the choice very easy for me, and fell in love with it pretty quick.
John Medaris is with us, defensive back and future pilot, as we found out. So in the aviation school, are you in the simulator right now, or have you actually been up in the plane?
I've been flying a whole lot. I think yesterday I think I'm on 22 hours now in the plane, and I should be able to solo probably within like the next week or so.
Okay.
So it should be exciting, and then we'll have our private license by the time we leave for Christmas.
Wow. So that didn't take long for you to get that.
No, sir, not at all.
The solo. What do you think about that? Butterflies for that?
Not really, because leading up to it, like right now, yesterday. I pretty much flew by myself, and my instructor really didn't touch anything.
So you did the whole thing?
Yes, sir. Pretty much comms and everything.
Yeah.
And so it makes you feel pretty comfortable for it, and hopefully I should do pretty well.
My father-in-law, when he was flying, he just loved, first of all, being above everything.
Yes, sir.
And then just the quiet.
Yes, sir.
Of being up there sometimes.
Yes, sir. It's awesome. It's like it was yesterday. I got to fly. It was middle of the day, nice morning, and because it's usually been pretty hot, and with the heat out here, there's a lot of, they call them thermals, and so they bounce you up and down a lot. But since it's been a lot cooler, it's been really smooth, and you're just looking out over the horizon's awesome. It's like you can't beat that view. It's amazing, especially in the hill country.
Oh yeah, the hill country.
Yes, sir.
It's got to be beautiful from up in the air.
Yes, sir. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, well that's a treat for you.
Yes,
well,
sir.
John, hey, thank you very much. Good meeting you, and good luck the rest of the way.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. And when we come back, we'll talk to the cross-country coach. Rajeem Garnett is coming up next, right here on the Schreiner Sports Network. By the way, one of the places they have here on campus is called the Trailhead, and you saw it in that promotional film. It's a great place to hang out. They've got craft brews. They got big oak trees that'll shade you from the sun. They've got music out there sometimes, and it's fun just to sit outside in the hill country and enjoy yourself. So the Trailhead is right here on the Schreiner campus. As you come into the campus off Memorial Boulevard, you turn left, and you can't miss it as you go around. Rajeem Garnett has joined us. Track and field coach, cross-country coach. So tell me about your cross-country season that you just finished.
Yeah, well, I think we had a really good season this year. Being able to return all of our guys from last year was a plus. We could see the growth and maturity on our men's team and on our women's team, you know, being able to have that whole entire team aspect. As you know, we were growing in the last couple of years. So being able to have a full roster on both the men's and women's team, we saw a lot of progress in that. And I think our season went well just because of it. Our men finished on the 7th at our conference championship, and our women finished 8th. So that was really big for us to finally be able to make our mark.
And you had one runner in particular who did well.
Yes. Yeah, Sean Dansby, he broke our school record this year, this past conference championship, which is great. To do it at the conference championship, it's a big deal just to finish the season with a PR and a school record.
So what was his time?
He went for 8K, he went 26:52. So,
880?
And at 8 kilometers.
8 kilometers.
Yeah, so just under 5 miles.
Wow, so 26?
26:54, or 52, yes, sir.
In talking to you, when you were running track and field,
yes.
I ran track and field when I was in high school, and it turns out you and I had the same event.
Yeah.
Back in my days, it was called the 880. I don't know, what do they call it now?
It's the 800 meters.
800 meters, which is a half mile, and it's basically a half mile sprint.
Yes, most
so
definitely.
you ran that.
Yes. It's one of those tough ones where you gotta be willing to go through some pain. So it's a hard event. As you know, you're gonna feel that what they call monkey on your back coming around that last lap.
Yeah, the training for that was interesting. Once you got through the training, the actual event wasn't that hard, but the training for us, and I don't know if they still do it, was we had to run a series of 10 220s. I mean, going all out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we do a lot of that stuff as well. So even in the spring, in the fall time, we'll get up to, we like to prep our 800-meter guys in the fall, so with the cross country. So they'll get up to 16 at a time. So we're taking it a little bit further and preparing that aerobic base to be able to sprint in the spring.
So 16 220s.
Yeah, that's a good number right there.
Are they breathing heavy by the end of that?
No, we like to keep it to where they're at a good heart rate to where they can run through it, and it's just hard enough and just comfortable enough to where they can compete and have a good workout.
Where did your interest in track and field come from? Did you just enjoy running from the get-go?
Yeah, you know, my mom used to call me Rabbit. That was one of my nicknames as a baby. So I was always running and chasing people or racing anybody. So I always liked running and always felt good running, and I liked being the fastest. And it just naturally came a part of me as I grew up and was looking for, you know, what I should do as a young man when I got older. And it was right around like 9th or 10th grade when I started like cross country, track and field is where I want to be.
Rajeem Garnett is with us. A lot of people don't like running distance.
Yeah.
There's a physical aspect, but there's a mental aspect to running distance too, isn't there?
Most definitely. Yeah, you got to get through the first 2 miles. That's what I say. If you can get through the first 2, you can go 3. And if you can go 3, you can go 5. So that's the mindset. And basically just sticking with it, being consistent. That's how you do it.
That's very true because throughout my life, I ran outdoors until my left knee gave out, and I can't do it anymore. But we were talking about the fact that once you get in shape, and I used to run 3 to 4 miles a day, my 3rd and 4th mile was always my easiest mile.
Most definitely.
So you're right, if you can get through that first mile, you're going to get to an easier spot.
Heck yeah, that's how it goes. So it's always good to find that quote-unquote runner's high where you can get through it, and now you're floating and you're feeling good about yourself. And
what brought you to Schreiner?
What brought me to Schreiner? I would say God. You know what I'm saying? I would first say that because it was a long journey for me. But being able to find an opportunity for myself to become the coach that I wanted to be, that's what kind of led me here. So I would have to give it all up to faith.
Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, every step of the way. I'm one of those guys where I feel like if I can make some green grass wherever I go. So we're having a good time.
You don't lack enthusiasm. That's one thing I like.
Not at all.
And you got to have that to motivate kids to run. Man.
Most definitely. We got guys, they get tired while you're running, so I got to make them laugh while they're running and keep them up, keep the spirits up.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have a spring season too?
Yes, sir. We'll be getting ready for track and field.
So that your practice is underway right now?
Yes, sir. Some guys are getting started. Some of the sprinters are starting to work on their blocks and getting their technique down already.
What are the prospects for your spring season?
So Justin Britton, one of our top 100-meter runners, and Xavier Tellis, they're some of the top two 100-meter runners that are going to be in our conference this year, as well as Justin Gooden as well. He's also on the Schreiner Mountaineers basketball team, so he's a great 400-meter runner.
How do you recruit for track? Are there certain meets that you go to?
I like to just find my athletes online, go over results, and see results who fit my recruiting standards. Lots of times I will go out to some local meets and try to touch the community that way. I think that's a really good thing to do, to put your face out there so students can see you and do things that way. So I like to get athletes that I feel like they can come in and make an immediate impact for us.
Rajeem Garnett is with us, a track coach and cross-country coach. You're an Austin kid?
Yes, sir.
So did you grow up a Longhorn fan?
I grew up a Longhorn fan right down the road in East Austin. Back in our time, I could hear the cannon shoot when they would when they blow it off for kickoff. So I would run outside, try to see if I can hear it, and run back inside. Now you can't hear anything over I-35.
Arch Manning is going to be okay.
Oh yes, I think so.
Because when I saw them play last week, and finally the offensive line protected him.
Yes.
That's been the biggest part.
Yeah. They helped that guy out. I think the Longhorns are going to be all right.
Now, at college, you went to Concordia, right?
Yes, sir.
And ran track there?
Yes, sir.
Did that lead you to get into coaching, and where did the coaching bug hit?
Yeah, so when I started coaching youth basketball first, and doing some youth basketball while I was in college, that was kind of helping me get through the summers. And then I wanted to turn coaching more into my thing, and I knew I was better coaching cross country than basketball.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd give it a shot. Luckily, when I got to Concordia, I was presented with an opportunity to coach at Hill Country Christian School of Austin, and I kind of jumped in, and from there it was climb the mountain.
So you took to it immediately?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've got two young kids that I see.
Yeah. You see those little knuckleheads running around campus. They love coming out to Schreiner. They like being around our program. They love the big brothers and sisters that they have on our cross country team as well. So.
How old are they?
Yeah, they're 9. Aaron's my oldest. He's 9, and Jamal, he's 6. So,
okay, so they're still
little rugrats.
So, do they like being around the track program?
Most definitely.
Are they rabbits?
Yeah, they're coming. They like being kids right now, so they like to run and do things. They're not as competitive as they want to be just yet, but it's on their way.
Yeah. Well, look, thanks. Good luck to
Yes,
in your spring season, and we'll keep up with what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Rajeem Garnett has been with us here at Ringo's, and when we come back, we're going to talk with the shotgun coach, Caitlin Connor, and they've got a great shooting program here at Schreiner University. We'll talk about that next on the Schreiner Sports Network.
With the explosion of the Texas wine industry, we at Schreiner University decided to do something about it. So we started a viticulture program called Vinos dos Colinas. With Vinos dos Colinas, we're providing an education basis around farming and viticulture sciences to allow you to advance your career in the world of grape growing. We're focusing on the practical skills needed to be a vineyard operator. So you'll learn things like irrigation, tractor maintenance, tractor operation, spraying, all the things that you need to know to operate and be a great labor force for the vineyard industry in Texas. At Schreiner University, we fully believe and are committed to helping people find careers and great opportunities.
I've been looking forward to this. It's not every school that has a shotgun team, and it's not every school that can claim a national championship as a shotgun team, and Schreiner can. And the new shotgun and rifle coach is Caitlin Connor. And welcome to the broadcast, and welcome to Schreiner University.
Thank you for having me. Yep, I'm just the shotgun coach.
Just the shotgun coach. Well, take me through your journey here. First of all, you compete yourself on a national level, and you've done very well. So what have you done?
I do. So I compete for Team USA Women's Skeet. My goal is to make an Olympic team. I've made pretty much every single team that you can make except for the Olympic team so far. So I'm working on that for LA 28. I'm a 7-time World Cup medalist, world champion, national champion in individual women's skeet.
So you're good.
Most days.
You're good. You're good. I mean, when you're a world champion, you're good. You mentioned the Olympics. They're coming up in 2028 in Los Angeles. So they'll be right here in the States. What is the process for getting there, and what do you have to do?
Yeah, so it's kind of a long process. We're actually in the process right now of determining what that selection procedure looks like. But the simplest way to explain it is in the United States, we have 2 selection matches, and you have to go compete at those, and whoever breaks the most out of 500 targets, that's who goes.
500 targets.
Yes, sir.
What's been your best?
My best. Out of 500, goodness, I would say, I don't know. But I've had like a 248 out of 250 before at one selection.
248 of 250.
And then we break 125, and I've shot a 125 before. So
now, what are you? Is it skeet or what are you shooting at?
Yes, sir. So skeet, that's the International Olympic skeet. Yes, sir.
I remember talking to one of your guys that was on the shotgun team, is Matthew Coots, in fact, and he was explaining what the competition is. And I don't know if it's the same with you, but when you go up to he calls it the bunker.
Yep.
He doesn't know where it's going to come out. Is that the same for you?
So that's not the same for me. So the 2 Olympic disciplines are international skeet and international trap. International trap is also known as the bunker. I will definitely say that is the hardest, most toughest discipline in shotgun is international trap. I shoot international skeet, and I would say the most difficult thing about my event is we have to start with a low gun. So you have to start with the stock at your hip bone, and then you can't mount the gun to your face until the target's visible. So that's the most difficult part.
Okay, now you have to start at your hip.
Yes.
And then they release your target,
they
and
release.
That's when you bring it up.
Yes, sir.
What's the difference in that? What makes that hard?
So with international trap, you can go ahead and have the gun mounted on your face and in your shoulder. And when you call for the target, you just don't know where it's going to go, left, right, or straight away.
Yeah.
So with my discipline, I know that my targets, where they're going, how I'm supposed to shoot them. It's just you can't mount the gun to your face until the target's visible. So they both have their challenges, but I would definitely say bunker is the more difficult one. However, in bunker, if you don't break a 125 out of 125, it's okay. In international skeet, you need to be breaking at least a 122 out of 125.
That's an amazing accuracy.
Yeah.
It is. It's amazing.
Pretty tough.
Caitlin Connor, shotgun coach here at Schreiner. What brought you to Schreiner? You knew they were a good program. I mean, they won a national championship. So what brought you here?
So what brought me here? Yeah, so I know Schreiner, they've always been very competitive on the collegiate side of shotgun sports. Originally, I was coaching at Hillsdale College in Hillsdale, Michigan.
In Michigan, okay.
So personally as a shooter, that's kind of what took us up there that's a really good training facility, and we helped out with the team there. And then I saw this position become available, and I'm from Louisiana originally, so wanted to get back in the South.
LSU grad, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got to
Go Tigers.
Got to get that football program turned around.
Hey, we're not here to talk about that.
When will you know if you've made the Olympic team? What's the process and what's the timeline on that?
So we really won't know our Olympic team until probably the spring of 2028.
So by the spring, you'll know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's the training for that? How often do you train, and what do you do?
It's pretty rigorous for sure. I definitely, right now, I'm personally taking a little bit more time off. I want to focus on my team here at Schreiner. My goal for them is the national champions in March of next year. So that's my goal right now, like personally, and even for our team. But to train for the Olympics, it's pretty rigorous. And I'm going to say at least 4 or 5 days a week, 100 to 200 rounds a day.
And I think I have this correct. In the shotgun competition, there's just one division, right? Is there a Division III, a Division II, a Division I, or how does that work?
So for collegiate nationals, yes, there's divisions, Division I, II, III. So, I mean, as y'all know, Schreiner is Division III, but in shotgun, we compete in Division I.
So you're in Division I.
Yes, sir.
So you're up there with all of the, what are some of the really good shooting clubs or shooting teams that you compete against?
So for sure, I would definitely say Texas A&M is up there, a big rival for us. And then Lindenwood University, Jacksonville University. Pretty stout competition, but I'm feeling really confident about it this year. I would say that, so we compete in 3 different disciplines in shotgun also while we're at the nationals. So it'll be skeet, trap, and sporting clays. I would say for the majority of all of the other teams, sporting clays is kind of their downfall, where I would say that that's definitely where we strive, for sure.
Okay, so skeet is what you talked about, where you have to come from the hip up. And then...
So the Olympic discipline, yes, but for skeet, the best way to describe it, skeet is you have crossers, a high house and a low house, coming from the left and the right. Trap, you're going to have a trap out in front of you, and they're going straight away.
Okay.
And then sporting clays, the best way to describe that is it's golf, right? You got 18 holes. We have typically 12 to 15 stations, and you don't know what the targets will look like. It kind of looks like, it's like a hunting scenario, and then, yeah, you just walk a course, and you really don't know what you're going to get.
So is it the length of a golf course? Is it?
It varies, for sure. I mean, we have, like I said, 12 to 15 stations. You have anywhere from 6 to 10 pair on that station, so we're shooting 100 targets of each discipline, so 100 trap, 100 double trap, 100 skeet, 100 double skeet, 100 sporting clays, and 100 super sporting. And then they add all of that up, and whoever breaks the most, that's who wins. So.
How is that grueling physically?
It's pretty tough. I mean, our team shoots a lot during that entire week. But, you know, you have to have that. You have to have, not only do you have to have the physical stamina, but definitely the mental side also. It's exhausting.
What is your favorite? What is your, of those 3, what is your favorite?
My favorite sporting clays. I personally think if you find a good sporting clay shooter, you can train them to be really, really, really good in all of the other disciplines too.
Is that the toughest one then, do you think?
I think they're all pretty tough, but I would just say, like, you definitely find your gun pointers in sporting clays. You find your hunters, and you find, you know, the ones that can really shoot all of it instead of just zoning in on one discipline.
Caitlin Connor, shotgun coach here at Schreiner, is with us. Where did your interest in shooting begin?
My interest in shooting began at 4-H. Started at 4-H in Louisiana, and then from there I found out that shooting was an Olympic sport, and kind of just transitioned from the 4-H to the Scholastic Clay Target program, and then to the Team USA side. And I too shot in college for LSU, and just kind of took it from there.
So LSU has a shooting.
They do. It's a club, so they're not as serious as we are. So no matter how much I tried, they just wanted to get together every Saturday, every now and then in practice. But they do have a team now, but they don't compete in Division I. They've stuck to Division III.
So what took you to Hillsdale?
Yeah, just the training facility there at Hillsdale. They have the international Olympic disciplines there for training, and they host the national championships there for USA shooting and all of that. So that kind of took us there, and then ended up working for the college there and helped with the shotgun program.
And the facility you have here is very good too, isn't it?
It is, yep. So here in Kerrville, they've at Hill Country Shooting Sports Center, they've hosted World Cups in the past. They've had selections for USA shooting, and it's really nice just because we get to we don't have to travel so far here in town. We can practice really close, but for the national championships for collegiate, it's actually in San Antonio, so we try to have as many team practices there as we can too. It's only an hour.
I was talking to Matthew Coots when he was here. He had a special rifle that he ordered. Do you have a special rifle?
I have a special shotgun, yes. I have. So Matthew shoots a Perazzi. I shoot a Beretta DT11.
And where's that made?
Italy.
Italy. Well, his was from Italy too.
Yep.
Do they make the best guns?
100%.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's nobody else close, right?
I recommend, if you want a good firearm, go to Italy for sure.
Yeah, well, they make the best cars too.
I agree with that.
So Caitlin, it was good meeting you.
Yeah, thank you.
I think it's fascinating what you do.
Thank you. It's been
Okay.
fun. Love it.
Caitlin Cotter, shotgun coach here at Schreiner University, has been with us. Thank you for joining us. And we'll be back to wrap it up from Ringo's on the River after this on the Schreiner Sports Network.
Our men's golf team finished 10th in the nation this past season. We had 5 women's wrestlers qualify for the national championship, which is great momentum for our athletic programs. All our programs are on our uptick, and it's going to be a great time to be a Mountaineer. We have over 450 student athletes in our athletic programs, 19 NCAA Division III sports, and 2 varsity programs. But we're adding to that menu with football, possibly women's swimming and women's flag football in the near future. One of the hallmarks of our athletic programs, we believe in the student-athlete model. We are student first. That is the most important aspect of your college education, and we believe athletics helps supplement that. Our athletes are involved in all aspects of the college campus. What that means is they are true student athletes, and they build community by being involved in all aspects of the university through student government, mentors, tutors, everything you can think of.
All right, before we wrap it up, let's review what we're going to be seeing in the next week or so. The football team will wrap up their developmental year Monday with a game at Hardin-Simmons. The volleyball team will wrap up the regular season Friday with a game at McMurray, a match they need to win to keep their hopes of moving up to the 2nd seed, and that will wrap up the regular season. Then the conference volleyball tournament is here in Kerrville, hosted by Schreiner, November 14th and 15th. Top 6 teams will be here. The 4 games on Friday will determine the championship game on Saturday. They begin at 10:30 in the morning on Friday. There'll be games all day, and then the championship game on the 15th at the Event Center right here in Kerrville is at 3 p.m. Basketball begins this weekend. The men's and the women's teams will be playing in Brownwood against Howard Payne. So basketball season is underway. Home opener for the women is November 21st against Sul Ross. The men, November 25th against McMurray. So all of this is going to be coming up. By the way, Texas Lutheran and St. Thomas are playing tonight. If TLU loses, which they probably will against St. Thomas, it looks more and more like the Mountaineers matchup in the first round of the volleyball tournament will be against Laterno, but we'll know more about that later in the week. Thanks to Michael Bennett for getting us on the air and doing all the technical stuff. My name is Ted Davis. We'll be back at Ringo's next Wednesday for the Schreiner Coaches Show. See you then.